Hey, do you like to read about golf? Our favorite pastime? Well, I've got a few books here today that you might want to add to your library. Hi, my name is Brian Hughes, PGA Master Professional and Program Director at Keiser University. And this is today one of our many golf instructional videos that we do here on our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, ask questions, just get involved. So you do a Google search, golf instructional books, well, just golf books in general, but let's take it down to golf instructional books. You'll literally get tens of thousands of results. So what do we look for? What do we want to pick out? And again, some of this gets into very specific, some of it's very broad. For my new golfers, one of my favorite books is Golf for Dummies. It's a few years old, but it's a great book to help somebody get started at the game. There's books on pitching, chipping, putting, full swing. It's literally endless. So in addition to Golf for Dummies, I'm going to give you 3 other books that are worth a good look. One is an old classic. The leading selling golf book of all time was written by a guy by the name of Harvey Penick. Harvey has since passed. The name of his book is called The Little Red Book, and it's an awesome book filled with short little anecdotes, little lessons throughout about golf, life, the whole 9 yards. So I think that's a book anybody should read, maybe even if they're not a golfer. Another great book is a book that I basically grew up with, a book called Golf My Way by Jack Nicklaus. Now, I'm showing my age a little bit here, but Jack was obviously one of the greatest golfers of all time. His book, one of the best-selling books of all time, and really gets into a little bit of everything from the words of the greatest golfer ever. Okay, so another good book. A little more modern book that's worth looking at is a book called Every Shot Counts by Mark Broadie. And this is a little higher tech. It gets into things such as keeping track of strokes gained, which is a measuring tool of how you measure your performance against other golfers. You see that referenced a lot if you watch PGA Tour telecasts on the TV. So a good book goes into a lot of detail. It gets pretty deep in the weeds. So that's only for maybe a really dedicated golfer. And one more I'll throw in there, which I think is a great book for everybody because it gets into the mental side of the game. And that is Golf is Not a Game of Perfect, written by a very renowned sports psychologist, Bob Rotella. He's worked with maybe professional teams. And here's my favorite part of it. It's a mental game book that's not too technical. In fact, the first time I read it, I finished it all on an airplane flight. It's actually quite entertaining. So check those books out. I think you'll learn a few things from them and get your head out of YouTube all the time.